What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kozmo back with a long-awaited deck profile. Yes, I have been absent for a long time, but I'm back. So I was just waiting for support for my decks. So I'm really happy. Black Queen's got support, and Harpies. You know, coming back in Master Rule 5, which I'm so excited. But yeah, it's been a crazy time for me right now. The coronavirus. I work at the hospital, so you can just imagine what I'm going through, and I'm just hoping you guys staying safe out there. But yeah, Traptrix, as you know, got a new card that came out in Dual Overload, so I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite decks. I love this archetype. They're like little girls and waifu material. So enough of me rambling. I'm gonna get into the deck profile. There's so many ways you can play this deck. You could go like the Predaprint route, or you can go like the artifacts or whatever. But by me being home, just play testing. I kind of like this route that I have in there, so I just added the Paleozoics in there. Let's test some. This will try something new, and I kind of like where it's going. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. Let me show you what I'm running in my Traptrix deck. Alright. So, first off, you gotta run every Traptrix player. No, you gotta run 3 copies of Miramello. She is one of the main bays of the deck. She does all the searching. So when she's normal summon, she can add any trap hole card to your hand. So kind of like to look for bottomless or floodgate or time space, whatever trap hole card you playing. But you really want to kind of see her in your opening hand. But we have ways to search her out. Her other effect is when she special summon, she can pop a spell or trap card on the field. So all those little Mystic Mind cards and the floodgate cards, she can do the trick. So gotta run 3 copies of Miramello. That's a no-brainer. Next off, I'm running 3 copies of Mantis. Now, when she first came out, she was a very debatable card. Some people said they didn't like her. Some people said run her at 1. Some people said run her at 2. I had her at 1. Then I was like, wow, she's really good because when she's normal summon, she can add any Traptrix monster to your hand. So she can kind of set you up for next turn or whatever you need for your hand at that time. And her other effect is, I really don't do her other effect, but it's kind of good because if someone want to like cyclone that card, you can just use her effect by bouncing back whatever spell or trap card that you had set that you didn't want to get destroyed, and you can set one directly back from your hand. So you can kind of like dodge, effects that target your spell and trap zone. So which is pretty good, but I like her for her first effect when she's normal. She can add any Traptrix monster to your hand. So I like her at 3 at the moment, and yeah. So now, for the other Traptrix monsters, I do play 2 copies of Dioneia. I don't like her at 3 because if you open her up, you really don't have a play. So, what her effect is, when she's normal summon, she can special summon a Traptrix monster from the graveyard. So, you can kind of combo yourself off with the Pinties, or combo yourself off with Miramello, bringing her back, popping a spell or trap card in the field, then going for XYZ, which I can't wait because we're in Master Rule 5. But yeah, you can just go into Dioneia. Her second effect is when she special summon, she can target a trap hole card from your graveyard, and you can directly set it. So then, but you got to banish it after your opponent's turn. So pretty much, you can get your opponent again. So if you had that bottomless in your graveyard, you can set it again. Kind of make your opponent second guess himself. Well, maybe should I summon this or what? Because you got that bottomless, and you got to banish it during the end phase. But that's okay. It's just trying to get your opponent aware of, hey, I'm playing some trap hole cards. But anyways, I played 2 copies of her. I feel like it's a good number for her. Next off, I run 2 copies of the Pinties. Now she used to be at 1. She is a very underrated card. She's really, really good. She's the thing I like about her is, first, she got a big booty, 2,000. That's awesome. And when a trap hole card is activated, you have the ability to either add that Traptrix monster to your hand or special summon it to the field. So you can just think about what the plays that you can do with her. And she's so good, like late game, because you can just bring out, you bring out Dioneea with her, get Dionea's effect, a special summon Miramello. Now you got 3 level 4s on the field, XYZ plays, hey, maybe a synchro play, link play. Oh, she's so good. So I got her at 2. I don't want to really open her up like that, but she's really good because she can also add Traptrix monsters from your hand, to the deck, or she can special summon them. So I like Nepenthes. So I run 2 copies of her. Very underrated card. I hope that she gets a rarity bump. I don't know what's happening for the Astro Pack, but they did say a Traptrix monster was getting a bump, so I don't know. Next off, I run 1 copy of Atrax. She's really good because you can play trap hole cards from your hand. So if your opponent got those cosmic cyclones, or those titty twisters or whatever, she can kind of make you play your trap hole cards from your hand. So I only run 1 copy of her, but she comes up, but I only run one copy, and she's like, look at her, she's so beautiful. Now, for the last Traptrix monster, I think y'all already know, this one is Genesalia. I love her. She's beautiful. She's a bae. She's a waifu. But I was play testing her at 2. I didn't really like her. I kept seeing her too much. And her effect is kind of situational. So, her effect is, as you know, she's unaffected by trap hole cards. So, quick effect, you can tribute her, and you can set 1 trap hole card from your hand, and 1 trap hole card from your graveyard. So, it's like, you really have to have trap hole cards in order to get her going. I only run 1 copy of her because then it's so easy to keep bringing her back out. You can bring her back out with Dioneea, or you can search out with the Nepenthes, or even our Link monster, Sada. So there's so many ways you can bring out. I think she's definitely a 1 of, maybe a 2 in the future, but for right now, I like her at 1. So she's really good. She's a new card in the set, and she's so beautiful. So that's it for my Traptrix monsters. Now for my supporting cast. I do play 2 copies of Lonefire Blossom. Lonefire Blossom is really good too because he can special summon your plants, so he can bring her back out. So there's ways you can search her out. You can bring on the Nepenthes with her. So it's like with this. No, I don't think it's a gender, but yeah, you can bring on the Nepenthes with this. You can also bring out Rest in Peace Glow Bulb. I miss Glow Bulb, but you can bring Glow Bulb out with this, and you can do so many plays with Lonefire Blossom. So 2 copies of Lonefire. And to round off all my monsters, I do play 1 copy of Notoria Cherries. And the only reason why I play this card is because I want to go into Notoria Beast, because Master Rule 5 is coming. You can have, XYZs on the field. You can have synchros. Like, oh my god, this is what Traptrix rule. So I play 1 copy of Notoria Cherries. That's so I can get that beast. And you can bring Notoria Cherries out with Lonefire Blossom. Now, I don't play hand traps, but you're more than welcome to play hand traps. But I feel like you have a lot of trap cards, so you're kind of good. So this is my deck build. So now for the spells, I do run 2 copies of Power Duality. You really don't have to special summon in this deck. You can just look up for your Floodgate cards, or you can get a Miramello. You can get a Mantis. You can get anything, or you can get an Atrax and just have Atrax on the field, and have those trap hole cards ready. So I was like, you can do so many things with Power Duality. So I run 2 copies of that. Next off, I do run 2 copies of Titty Twister because I don't like Mystic Mind. I'm so shocked that card didn't get banned, and that card is like uber expensive right now, like $10. I think it's like $10 right now. It's very ridiculous. So I just don't like Mystic Mind, or I don't like any other Floodgate cards. So Titty Twister kind of take care of that. And then also you can just dump, either trap hole cards in your hand to help out Genesalia, or you can use it just to get rid of that Miramello. So next turn, you got Dianea, you can spread with some Miramello. So many things you can do with Titty Twister. I like it. Next off, I do in one copy of Regeki. You know, I ain't got that not Cosmic Cyclone, Lightning Storm or whatever. I don't have that yet, but you know, this will do. One Regeki, so you can, you know, clear that board. I do want one copy of Double Summoning, so you know, you have 2 Traptrix in your hand. You know, you can do something. You know, you can have you know, whatever. You can do some combos with this. Only one copy of this though. Next off, do one copy of Monster Reborn. That's to steal your opponent's shit or my shit to go for game or whatever. Monster Reborn. Next off, we're doing one copy of Scapegoat. Scapegoat always is good in this deck. You know, you can, you know, go into you know, link plays or whatever. So one copy of Scapegoat. And then to round off, where will you be without Double or Nothing? Because this is a rank 4 deck and you want to check out for that OTK, and there you go. Gotta run Double or Nothing. Rank 4. And it's gonna be so bananas in Master Rule 5. Now, time for where this deck shines. The traps. So, I won 2 copies of Traptrix. I like this card. I know a lot of people use it in other decks, but look, this is a Traptrix card. You see that? You see that? Traptrix, okay? This card is good because you can dig out for, you know, some good trap cards. If you can't get to them right away, you can use this card to search it out. I will play 3, but I don't have 3. But you know, I had this card for a long time, so I only have 2. I think 2 been working out fine for me. Do play testing. Next off, I do run the OG Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. This is really good because when your opponent will special summon something that turn, you can like negate the activation and destroy it. So I like this card. Got my OTs. Next off, I do run copy, 2 copies of Bottomless Trap Hole. Really good card, you know, banning some stuff. Next off, I run 2 copies of Floodgate Trap Hole. I mean, I know it's not good against links, but now we got Master Rule 5 coming. You know, people gonna want to try to synchro summon and, you know, XYZs, and this is a good way to flip that shit face down and use your Traptrix monsters to get over those, you know, defense, or go into something bigger to get rid of them. So I put 2 copies of Floodgate. You know, easy to search it out. For my 1-0s, I do play 1 copy of Time Space. Time Space is good too because, or Trap Space, I'm sorry. Yeah, Time Space. I'll play 1 copy of this because you got certain monster your opponent will summon. You can just pay 1,000 per monster to send it back. But normally, you just use it for 1 monster. Like if someone want to summon Borolo, you can just do that. Or whatever. Whatever monster is a threat. But I do know Master Rule 5 is here. So, you know, this card is really good. That's to get rid of some problematic cards you can't deal with. In my side deck, I do run Treacherous, depending on the matchup. So, next off, I do run 2 copies of Crackdown. It's good to steal your opponent's stuff. You know, easy to search it out with Traptrix, which is good. Now time for, I do play the little mini Paleozoic engine. You know, I was messing around with stuff, and I kind of like the Paleozoics in this deck. I do run 2 copies of Dinomischus. Really good to get, you know, dig some food from your hand to the grave and to banish something. Then I run 2 copies of Orlundus. It's like, this is like another mystical space typhoon. It's really good too because then you can, you know, if someone wants to play Mystic Mind on you, and I hate that card, you can just either Traptrix this card, you know, just to search it out and, you know, whatever. But yeah, I run 2 copies of this. And then to round off my whole entire main deck, I run 1 copy of Candina. Canadia, whatever. This card can flip something face down. And the good thing about these guys, they just come back out, give you either food for a link play or to make the totally awesome that this went to 1. That's my deck. I play 40 cards. Now time for the extra deck. I do want 1 copy of Rafflesia. not so good as she used to be, because now our Link Monster is a little bit more better than her. But I do have one copy of her, because there's ways that you can get her out, and you can get Sarah out, and you can have Notorious Beast. So, like, there's so many things you can do with her. But I have her at 1, and she got a nice big booty at big booty at 25. So yeah, that's for Flasia. So one copy of her. Next off, I do run Utopia combo. You're trying to go for that game. That's enough said about that. Then I run the One Totally Awesome. It's a good way to get some negation going on, because I do play the Paleozoics. Next off, then to run off the XYZs, I play Castell the Sky Blast Musketeer. Now, you can run anything for XYZs, because, there's a lot of good rank 4s you can play. Like, you can play, what is it? You can play Babushka if you wanted to, or you could play Exiton Knight. But, there's so many things you can do. But, for my build, I have Castell just to send something back. For my synchro play, I do run the One Notorious Beast, because you can make it with cherries. Enough said about him. For my Link plays, I do play 3 copies of Sarah. So amazing. She's just like Nepenthes, but she's like on steroids, because she's just awesome. I played 3 copies of her, because all you need is one Traptrix monster. One non-link Traptrix to make her. And she's so good, because when you already know what her effect is, but for those who don't know, if a normal trap card is activated, you can special summon a Traptrix monster from your deck, different than the one that's, whatever, on the field. But you can bring out Maramello, combo Maramello off with that, combo Dianea off with that, bring out the Nepenthes for more Traptrix monsters. So you can bring out Genesalia. So many things you can do with Sarah. So awesome. But yeah, and then also her other effect is if a Traptrix monster activated their effect, you can set one trap. You can run one trap hole directly from your deck. So many things you can do. You can set trap hole cards. You can special summon Traptrix monsters. Amazing. I love this card. She's good. Gotta run 3 copies of her. I do run 1 copy of Link Kariba because of the scapegoat tokens. There's 1 copy of Borolo. It doesn't really matter with XY with the Link monsters, but it is good to have them. 1 copy of Boros Sword. I do run one Nightmare Phoenix. 1 Cerberus, who I could take out for something. Maybe for like an Exiton Knight or whatever, but I could play him. Then I play the 1 Miss Radiant, because you can beef up your girls, because your girls ain't that big, but you can have like a let's see, like a 21 attacking Maramello first turn, which is kind of broken. Second turn, whatever. So that was my Traptrix deck, you guys. There's so many ways you can play this deck, but that's the route that I'm going with. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me. Hope you guys be safe out there. I got more deck profiles. I got a Blackwing deck profile because he got Needle Fiber. So happy about that. Oh boy. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for supporting our channel, man. I know it's kind of been hectic with the Yu-Gi-Oh world right now, but hopefully, we can bring you guys good content to ease your minds in this crisis. So it's been Kozmo King with a deck profile, signing out. Peace.